what's up everybody? Joshua Casper back at you with Plugin Boutique, and I'm really excited to let you know that the entire Beatmaker series from UJam have just been updated to version 2. So this is including the Beatmaker instruments Dope, Eden, and Hustle. Dope is for your more hip-hoppy boom bap style. Hustle is your big bassy music like trap, and Eden is for EDM and housey genres. However, that being said, with the new features, any of these can be made for any genre. And we're going to jump into it right now. I'm going to show you around Dope, but all of these update features I'm about to show you apply to all of the other instruments in this series. So right off the bat, each one of the instruments now has 20 additional styles, 30 additional presets, 5 more kits, and 6 more mixing presets. So a lot more content to play with, and a lot more ways to get it done. So let's just jump right into it. This is Beatmaker Dope on the screen. You can tell right off the bat, if you were familiar with the first version, this is a much sleeker looking plugin. It's a lot more pleasant to look at. It looks really sweet and sounds even better. Up here at the very top, we've got our presets, okay? Lots to choose from. A preset will change everything inside of the instrument. So it will change your kit, your mix presets, your master effects, your style, and so on and so forth. Down here you have your kits. We've got a bunch of new kits over here, so I can easily change the kit just by switching right here. And then I can click these arrows to cycle through. And we also have the kick snare balance, which just is going to change the balance of the mix between the kick and the snare. So if you want to mute one or soften one, you can do it right there with that. There's also the vinyl drive effect for Dope. Each one of the 3 instruments, this effect is particular to that particular instrument. Vinyl drive has the crackly sound and a nice saturating compression algorithm as well, built right in. From there, we jump over here to the mix section where we can change from these different mix presets. Each one of those is sort of like a multi-effect behind the scenes where you can adjust the amount of the effect over here. And then there's the beat intensity slider as well. From there, we jump down here to the actual instrument itself. This is where you find your drum kit. As you switch through up here, these will update. However, a new addition to this instrument is now we can actually choose whichever one we want down here from any of the kits itself. So we can mix and match different kits by using the individual drum selection down here. There's also volume, decay, pitch parameters for each one of them, and now there's also a baked-in low-pass, high-pass filter. Another thing that's absolutely phenomenal is individual outputs. This allows you to output any one of these drum hits to its own channel inside of your DAW, so you can process it or you can use the kick for sidechain routing. I'm actually going to make a separate video tutorial on this function just because it's so powerful and I really want you guys to know how to do it. From there, we can jump over to style. This is how the MIDI is. And each one of the styles, so you can see we've got a ton of different styles to choose from. Each one of those styles has a number of verses, choruses, specials, breakdowns, endings, fills, and intros. Now, if you come over here into Ableton Live where I have my MIDI laid out, you can see that I'm just using one MIDI note to trigger something. So on C3, that's my pattern. In fact, let me come in and choose something different here. So that's my pattern here. Each one of these will be a little bit different. And you can actually input your MIDI into your DAW to make fills, to actually, structure your entire song. So I've got my kind of chorus here or my verse. I've got a fill right here. Then I've got the chorus, and then I have another fill. So if we go ahead and listen to the whole thing front to back. Boom, we've got the beginnings of a song structure there. That combined with some hip hop samples. And we got something really groovy. Now, another huge update to all of the Beatmaker instruments is you can drag and drop the MIDI. You see how there's a section lit up above these keys as I hover over them? That's the entire MIDI file. So instead of triggering the entire sequence or pattern by hitting the C3 button, I can actually just drag and drop that entire piece of MIDI into my project. And now I can write my own MIDI using the drum kits inside of Dope. So let's say I want this fill here. Probably put it over here where it belongs, right? And then I want to come in and say I have a chorus section here, and I want to just put that right there and bring this over, and then take another fill, put that right there. And now I can come in and actually make individual changes to the MIDI itself. And what's really cool about this is even after I make all the changes to the MIDI, let's just say I want it off. Even after I make any changes inside of this MIDI here, if I come in, I can still make all those cool tweaks and cycling through different presets and kits and mix presets and so on, and it's gonna keep the MIDI itself. So let's change the kit. Let's change the mix. Is that not insane? Now, beyond that, we have a master section down here where we can add a sweep effect, saturation effect, a maximize effect, and then we have an ambience mount, which is going to be a reverb, and you have different reverb presets to choose from right here. And by the way, if you ever want to set a dial or slider to its original state, it's an alt click. If you just alt click any of those, it will go right to where it's supposed to be. So anyway, that's a quick look at the updated features inside of the Beatmaker series. Remember, I'm showing you Dope now, but this applies to Hustle and Eden as well. I've got another video coming out on individual outputs for the drum kit sounds, so you can definitely look forward to that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, and if you want to learn more about the Beatmaker series, Dope, Eden, or Hustle, click the link in the video description to do that. Anyway, I'm Joshua Casper here for Plugin Boutique. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.